Afternoon, choppers. Hope everyone is well. Where are you watching me from today? Where are you watching me from today? Let me know in the comment section where you are watching me from today. Right, it seems like we going to stream the whole week. I think tomorrow again for the CPI we're gonna be streaming. So today's stream it's not going to be that long. Tomorrow we've got CPI, so we're gonna be trading CPI tomorrow as well. Right, I've got the UK, I've got Mzansi, South Africa. Mohammed is watching from the UK. Tidiso is watching, same from SA. We also have some of you watching from PE. Dutolo Peter, good to see you, my good sir. Watching from PE. We have Naftali all the way from Katlehon. Tali, my good friend from East London. Prosperity Success is watching us from Atteridgeville. Tell me something, Prosperity. Is Atteridgeville and Pelendava the same thing? Is it the same thing? Just let me know. All right, we also have Sange from, is it Kells River, Cape Town. We've got Mr. VIP Owa, South African Soshanguve, not far from Atteridgeville, PTA, let's go. Good to see some of you from Pitori, Pirara, Pretoria. Right, I don't see the class captain here. It's weird not to see him. Rory, are you there? All right, let's see, what do we have today? So this consolidation that we spoke about yesterday, it seems like it's still printing even today. We have the dollar, we have the euro dollar not moving anywhere. The price that we're looking at yesterday was $1.09, and we were anticipating if maybe we can go back to $1.10, which is around this area here. However, we did not arrive. We spoke of the ABC pattern that presented itself yesterday, looking at the fact that we had this NFP bullish momentum here last week, Friday. And as you see this week, we didn't really move much. There was really nothing on this market. I think somebody did mention yesterday that the markets are dead. This week the markets have been dead, and I think it can be due to the fact that tomorrow we are having CPI. So I think that's the reason why. Let's be patient with this market, and I think they're gonna give us an overall direction after tomorrow. So where am I today? As you know that I've been bearish on euro dollar. I've been bearish on British pound. Intraday setups that will present themselves if I'm going to get rid of this consolidation box. I will want to know fixed range volume. We spoke of $1.0973 yesterday, and we wanted to see if maybe we can break and retest, and as you see, it did exactly that. This was a beautiful setup, by the way. to break, retest POC. Some of you are always asking me what is the fixed range volume and how does it work? Why do you always have it there? I tell you what, if you use the fixed range tool on its own and you don't understand how it works, you will normally make mistakes. Just make research about how it works. Usually the way in which we applied, if this is below my POC, $1.09, right? And I put my fee from that high to this low there. Can you see how beautiful it aligned with how we trade? We went back to that 786 retracement and give us a nice sell to the downside, right? We only wanted to buy if we broke above $1.99. That's when we wanted to have some net long positions there, right? But we did not get that. Okay, so we had a nice retracement at this level here. One could have taken a trade from there just to sell it there. And again, it depends on your rules. It depends on how you have structured your approach, right? And if there is a rejection candle on 5 minutes, definitely we're going to take this one. Remember, it has to be a rejection or indecision, right? So we like this candlesticks like this. Our entry was just going to be there. 1:2 is there. Beautiful, beautiful setup on the euro dollar. So we still remain bearish on the euro dollar. However, though, are we breaking below $1.09 51 or so? If we break below it, this will make sense for us to think of reloading positions to the downside. Let me know in the comment section if you are also trading the euro dollar. British pound USD. Right, same issue with it. If you look at where we are in terms of our fixed range, we also had a nice retracement there at $1.30. However, remember, we actually wanted our setup was we take the fib from this level to that level there. Then we want to see if we can take a sell position there. We also had this one yesterday. I'll just double check on the group the setup that we have sent yesterday. We also had a nice retracement, but it didn't come to our retracement point. It went straight down. Was it this one? I think it was this one. But we never had a position on it. We never had a nice position on it. But today, here was a clean setup. Look, you are having this market retracing back on the $1.30 that we've been marking for quite some time by our point of control, and you are having that retracement on 786, right? This is a good setup, by the way. You take it with your eyes closed, risk 1:2, you're good to go. You're good to go. Right, Japanese yen. This is our setup on Japanese yen, and I'm not going to do much on it. I'm going to leave it as it is. Right, we spoke about this retracement that a lot of retail traders, they will want to take positions from here. And all you just have to do is to see if maybe we can have a retracement back at 163 Japanese yen against the euro and come back to 161 to see if we can take it to the upside. So we leave it as it is. Again, there's not much momentum. There's not enough juice on this market to give us a clear direction. Right. So this morning with the 7 a.m. club, this was our analysis. We had a sell position around 67 cents. Remember, we are coming all the way from 69 cents. We went all the way to from 69 to 68 to 67 cents. Now currently trading at 67 cents 11. We had many opportunities on this, however, it did not materialize. It did not go to our TP because it was just playing around. So we also marked 67.43 to see if we break above it, then we can look to retest the back and reload more positions to the upside, right? But we did not get that. We did not get that. Because we wanted our TP to be around 67.43, somewhere there. All right, those of you that are sending messages on the group, can you send your comments as well? Can you have your comments as well here on the live stream? Okay. So our approach on this is pretty much obvious to us. Remember, the way in which we trade AUD USD is the same way we trade crypto, indices, stocks, and commodities, right? That's the only pair that we do, we trade like that. The others we use as Fibonacci retracement. Okay, I think this one is pretty much easy to see that you are coming at 67.23. You can look to sell to the downside. But look, choppers, I think this is too easy to see. I don't think this price will hold there. I think what we might see is something like this. All right, but for the day, it seems like it's extremely bearish. We'll look at the heat map as well. I don't know where I put my glasses. We'll look at the heat map as well to see if AUD is weak. Yep, AUD is weak. It's extremely weak, followed by the NZD. So obviously, when you see this, if you see AUD weak as it is, and you see it up by 0.95% against the New Zealand, then you must know New Zealand is the weakest of them all. All right, almost every major against every major currency against New Zealand is down by 1%. Then it tells you New Zealand USD, you will never think of buying. New Zealand Japanese, you will never think of buying. Whatever that has New Zealand, you will just try to stay away because it's simply weak as it is. So yeah, let's continue to be bearish on this one. Maybe on 5 minutes, if we find this market correcting, then maybe we can say we can go to the upside. Buying opportunities will only come if I break above 67 cents 40, 240. That's the only way I can look for buying opportunities on AUD USD. Gold. Yeah, gold has been an issue to many people as of lately. It's been breaking a lot of people's hearts. But yeah, it happens, man. It happens where you are having a very rough month, a rough week. Let's do a recap of what happened yesterday during the live stream. So on gold, we had POC trading at $2,643 an ounce. We wanted to see if we can have that retracement back to our POC level. Look to go down and sell. As you see, it didn't arrive there. I think we're the difference was like 5 pips or so to hit the level in which we wanted to sell, and we did not, right? If you just joined us, please don't forget. Thank you, Mr. Ndu, for reminding the choppers. Like, subscribe on the channel. Let's grow our community, choppers. Let's try to grow our community as much as we can. So don't forget to like. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe as well. Please do ensure that you subscribe. All right. So we also wanted to see if you can reload more positions at $2,629 an ounce. We did not have that. It went down. This morning we looked at our POC. We looked at this price here to see if maybe we can break retest. Now this setup, we still continue with it. We still continue with that setup. Let's not change the winning strategy. Right, POC is still almost the same price there. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking to be selling gold around this area there. Let me know if you're joining me with this gold sell. WTI. Right, again, yesterday we spoke about seasons, right? And I told you that if you are having a rough season now, you are finding yourself losing a lot in the season, look to trade WTI crude or German 40. And I know maybe spread might not be your friend, but with the broker that we use, obviously Octa, the spread is not bad, right? As long as you manage your trades well, you know where you're going to exit, and you know where you're going to enter, how you're going to mitigate your risk, where you're going to take your loss, and where you're going to take your profits, right? So why am I saying that? The way in which we trade, I don't want to use the word easy, right? I don't want to say it's easy to trade this, but I'm saying it's manageable, right? The way in which we trade as choppers. If you want to redeem yourself, look into trading WTI and German 40, right? Yesterday, we wanted to see if we can sell at $75 per barrel, and we did not get that, right? This is where we wanted to sell, around this area there. Break, retest, sell to the downside. We did not have that. However, this morning, this is a setup that I've sent on the group of 7 a.m. club. This is what we spoke about. A beautiful trade that one could have taken. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I always say to you, if you attend the 7 a.m. club and you are attentive to the price points that I give you, there's no way you can say that you are having massive drawdowns. I spoke of the fact that we break, retest, $73 per barrel. After attending that or during the session, just write down all these prices that I'm giving you, right? Those prices, they are not signals. It's just, it's a place of interest. Look at those prices as a place of interest. You can always use your discretion when you get there. Beautiful trade, man. Beautiful, beautiful. One could have asked Mr. President, where was the trade for me there? There it is there. There it is. Either that or here. Look how beautiful this thing is. Rejection candlestick. This is what we look for at these areas. Okay. How can we go about it today? I think it's also pretty much clear that this is what we're going to do. If we're going to continue with our sell short positions, we need to break, retest $72 per barrel. All right. NASDAQ. Look how beautiful this NASDAQ is. Break, retest, break, retest, buy. Another trade. There it is. There it is. You should be in by now. Beautiful trade. It did not even need point of control, right? We didn't need a fixed range volume on this. Mr. Ndu is saying we have WTI news today. I can rely on Mr. Ndu's information. I know he trades WTI like it's his friend. NASDAQ, we still remain bullish. Only way we can look for selling opportunities, we break below 20,000 mark. Maybe that's when we can say we will look for selling opportunities. US30. This is just my view on it. And I said, if you don't trade like I trade, you can still go on and look for positions, right? In the morning, I was telling the choppers that this is a nice sell that one could have taken. If you want to take the risk of trading within a box, you know I don't like trading within a box. So you break above You buy it at 42,300. You break below, you sell it at 41,800, right? POC level 42,115. This is where you find a lot of volume traded, right? Again, one can say break, retest POC. Can I buy? That will make sense, my friend, if you do so. German, let's have a look at German. Again, look at how beautiful German is. I think POC was around, let me see on 1 hour. Right, we had POC around 19,100. A nice retracement there. This setup still remains intact. We break above 19,000. Definitely looking for selling opportunities. This sell here has already materialized. This sell here has already materialized. The sell here has already materialized. So if you were in, you should be out by now. Waiting to see you break above 19,100. We reload to go to the upside. My Bitcoin is not doing well, by the way. Still playing in one place since I had a buy on at this price, 60,000, right? For quite some time, we've been speaking about buying Bitcoin, expecting and anticipating that bull run from and the boom momentum from Bitcoin. So we're still holding it on 4 hours. There's not really much. Afternoon, Mr. President and choppers. I know I said I'll join you guys. Last week I encountered a few unforeseen financial challenges. I'm never going to give up. I'll keep fighting and joining soon. Good to see you that you're back, my friend. We all encounter problems. It's all about how we respond to those problems and react to those problems. Kutu saying, afternoon, choppers and El Presidente. Good afternoon, my friend. Sange, I'm in on GU. Sange is in on the GU. I'm sure it's a sell, right? If you are on the choppers funded, then I think this should be your sell. You should be on a sell. Right, just clarify that with us, Sange. S Maziba is asking, how do I join the 7 a.m. club? So the 7 a.m. club is for the people that are funded with Okta. There's no payment that we require for you to join. You just need to sign up, fund with Okta. Let us know that you've signed up, and we're gonna add you on the 7 a.m. club. That's all, my friend. There's not much on it. And some of you, I always say, but again, as Maziba, use my link, right? Just use my link to ensure that you get on our group. Use the link down below there on the description. If you need a deposit, use the promo code Trade with MJ for 100% bonus. The Secretary General is back. It's good to see. It's good to see. Mr. Ndu is saying, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, please don't forget to do so. It's good to see that the Secretary General is back. We cannot only have the Secretary General of the ANC only speak his mind. We need you to speak as well. Mr. SG, we need you to speak as well. Rory has entered $2,612 an ounce. That is my price point on gold for sales. I'm in. Right. Can we have a look at our heat map? USD is quite strong. So those that are having their sells on GU make sense. AUD weak. British pound neutral. New Zealand dollar weak. Canadian dollar, I would say neutral. Swiss franc came back yesterday. I think Swiss franc was quite weak, so it's coming back. Japanese yen, not surprising. It's not a surprise that Japanese yen is weak. Hong Kong dollar strong. Singapore strong. Chinese yuan also, I would say 70% strong. I would say 70% strong. Right, don't forget that tomorrow again we are streaming. So this week we're gonna be streaming for all 5 days. We're gonna be streaming for all 5 days. I can't wait for CPI, man. I think we're gonna get a clear direction of what this market wants to do. Tomorrow at 2:30 Central African time. So obviously you know the drill. If we stream at 2, simply means there are news. Or if the news are at 2:30, you know that we are streaming from 2 p.m. So tomorrow we are not streaming at 3 p.m. We are streaming from 2 p.m. Central African time. All right. Don't forget to also take a screenshot and tag us on our social media pages. That GU is moving nicely. Don't forget we want to get a nice sell on gold. Want to get a sell on gold around this area there. All right. I think Harold said something very interesting on the group today. He said something very interesting according to how he sees this. He was asking me, is it any way we can use FIB for indices? Let me see. Is there any way that we can use indices that sometimes break the key areas and go back for stop hunt before break area again and retest? I've seen this a lot on NASDAQ. My response to him is that with the stats that I have, they perform very poor, right? But I think it makes sense for you to go in and gather some stats on it, right? I think it will make sense for you to go and gather some stats from it. I think it will make sense. I think it will make much sense. It seems like Mr. Ndu missed that sell on WTI. Beautiful one, by the way, sir. Beautiful one, by the way. There it is there. Beautiful. Gone. It's gone. I think we can reload at $72 per barrel. I think we can reload there. Okay. Sipo hit second TP. Good to see. Good to see. Someone had this on British pound, 30 minutes, 786 retracement all the way down around 1:45. Sange had his sell there. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade, my good sir. Beautiful one. I think Sange headed there by 786. One would ask, is 786 the most accurate strategy in my archive? I would say for currency pairs, yes. For currency pairs, definitely yes. For currency pairs, definitely yes. Sange also wants us to look at UK 100. We'll have a look at it now. Secretary General is saying, is there a difference between German 30 and 40? It's actually the same thing. German 30 and German 40 is actually the same thing. Remember, it was 30 listed companies on their exchange, but they've added 10 more, right? I think Airbus is one of them as well. Companies that are added on the 30. So it's no longer called German 30, it's called German 40, just because they added 10 more companies. That's why it's called German 40. But on trading view, it's still, you can, price is still the same. If you go to 40, German 30, I like German 30. Why? Because when I put German 40, it doesn't allow me to put my fixed range. We have encountered this for quite some time until I think Mr. Moodley, because he trades this a lot, he figured out that on German, if you go on trading view and you go on German 30, you are able to put your POC level. Deboho is in long British pound AUD. What I can say, my friend, without looking at it, is that AUD is weak, so you should be probably in the money now. By just looking at the heat map, I know that AUD is weak. So if you bought and you bought with British pound, which is holding ground, then you should be good. Mr. Do is saying, I'm still holding sales on WTI, running risk free. Good to see, my friend. This is what I want to see from choppers. We need to be as active as possible. There's a lot of money to be made in this market. We just need to work together, hold hands, and try to make some money. Don't forget, we're looking for sales on gold. back to $2,616 an ounce. We'll be looking at selling. I don't usually trade this at all. I'm not a fan of the fruity. I'm not a fan, but for the sake of our community, I'll analyze, since some of you want to say it. For me, this price is not going anywhere. We are ranging between 8,300 and 8,100, right? POC trading at 8,200. Sange, this is my analysis, my good sir. I think when you come to this level, you can look to take some sell position. In and out position, if you take a position on 1 hour, it will make sense there. Though, bear in mind, you'll be trading inside the box. Okay. I hope that helps you, my friend. Look how interesting this euro dollar is. Went below $1.95, and again, I would say this: just be careful of this market before CPI. When major news are coming, usually you will have this happening, right? Right, so intraday setup. If I'm going to cut off this and see this is a new day, this is my 1, this is my 2. Remember the rules: 2 too low, you find your fib retracement. 2 too low. Intraday setup, right? Not overall. Intraday setup, right? 1 would say, okay, fine, we know your execution is at 3. You sell. If we go back and make 4, are we buying? Are we selling? No. So if the euro dollar comes here, there's no way I'm gonna sell. Too easy to see. Chances are we're gonna get this, because as much as you think you are trending to the downside, you find that we are having a mini trend also forming to the upside. Okay. Ray Balo is saying, Ish, my brother, I'm trying to understand how to read this currency heat map. Ray, join our free Telegram group, myself. If you cannot afford to open up an account with Okta, join the free Telegram group. The link is just on the below. For those that have just joined us, please do hit that like button for your brother there. And subscribe. Remember, we also want to introduce weekly outlook, but man, it's a lot of work. I know I've been promising you guys that we're gonna upload that. It's a lot of work, you know. We try by all means to to push some work, but at times it's just overwhelming. It's overwhelming. But we'll try our best to produce that. We'll try by all means to give you a weekly outlook, one episode. Because remember, we're having three streams a week, one episode of psychology. So in other words, we upload like 4 days a week, right? So we want to add more now. We want to add more. Weekly outlook, record it and then upload it just to show you where we're going to be trading and all that. But if you want a daily outlook, you know that you just need to attend the 7 a.m. club. That's all you have to do. Minimum deposit with Octa is $25. WhatsApp me there if you have interested in somebody just send me a text on the group. Can somebody go on the funded group and ask the people that are asking questions there to come on the stream and ask about their analysis on the stream? I'm not able to answer on the private group, so please just tell them to come on the stream and I'll be able to analyze with them here. Our entry on gold, Naftali is asking where's gold entry set. 2,616. This is where we want to take it. This is where we want to take it. Are we streaming live tomorrow? Yeah, definitely. Rita, we are streaming again tomorrow. Definitely we are streaming. 2 p.m. by the way, right? 2 p.m. Right, we live again tomorrow. Don't forget, 2 p.m. Central African time. Let's trade CPI together. Can you see this? Asking, good day, choppers, Mr. Kgasi. What are your thoughts on the FOMC? Well, at the moment, I don't know. When is the next FOMC statement being released? I know that the committee members, they will usually have some topics daily, but those are medium impact. I don't know when is the next FOMC statement going to be released, so I cannot really comment much on that. Like today, we have FOMC member Cook speaks. Is cooking there. Hi, Mr. President. I hope you're doing well. What's your take on AUD USD? Right, we are looking to sell. At this point, Mr. Mbedzi, we're going to look to sell at this point, but overall, we would want to see if we break above 67 cents for us to go to the upside. The challenging part about AUD USD now is that the heat map. When we studied the heat map, we realized that AUD USD is one of the weakest for the day, right? So if we are going to buy AUD USD, it wouldn't make much sense. But I'm conflicted again. Why one would say, Mr. President, why don't we sell there? Yeah, I would hear you if you say that. But again, I think that is too easy to see. I think this might be a trap. But I might be wrong. Right. But AUD is weak, so I cannot bet on this thing for today. So this is just my analysis on it. Unless if I take a sell here, it's just going to be a quick scalp. If I'm going to take my sell here, it's just going to be a quick scalp, right? Stop loss can be put here. And yeah, maybe TP there, where I'm anticipating that we can have this market go to the upside. And again, ATR average true range, we are ranging about 3 pips for the last 14 candles. So if my stop loss is 3 pips, it wouldn't make sense because I need to do ATR times 2, which is 6 pips, and my TP has to be 12 points, right? Then look at where my TP is going to be. So it's not going to be practical for me to trade this thing. So I would say, Mr. Mbedzi, wait to break above this level here, and that's when you can look to take these things to the upside. That's my take on the AUD USD. I'm still monitoring my gold. Wanna sell at $2,616 an ounce. What is happening with NASDAQ? NASDAQ breaking below 20,000. Obviously, the market is just open now. But if we find NASDAQ breaking above and retesting back up, then we can go to the upside. Hopefully, we're not going to be trapped in this whole drama here. Right? I'm hopeful we will not. Let's not to forget to like and subscribe, choppers. Let's not forget to like and subscribe. Can we get more people liking the stream? As on Bliff. We're having 50 people watching the stream, only 29 likes. We can do better. Choppers, let's try to like the stream. SG is saying, MJ, I saw an industry chat last night. We really need to make research before joining these pro firms. Otherwise, we're gonna donate .bitcom. I don't know, SG. Look, I think I've come to a point, my good sir, where I speak once. Whoever takes what I say, they take it. If you don't want to take it, you don't want to take it. I can only warn people to. If you look at the people that are taking us about pro firms, these are people that do not know where we come from. You cannot name 5 people in South Africa who introduced pro firms without having my name there in the top 5. I'm actually one of the few people that introduced pro firms when they started in the early stages. When FTMO was starting, during COVID that time, FTMO was popping and it was making a lot of noise. My Forex fund came, it was a problem. Some of us till today, we don't have our funds, right? I'm glad that some people see, and it makes sense that you always have mixed reaction, and some people you need to also give them that thing of respect their views. So people that say we discourage pro firms, I understand where they're coming from, right? I don't blame them at all, because sometimes you want to hear what you want to hear, and when somebody says just be careful, it's like you had your whole hope on something and now someone comes and says be careful. We are not against pro firms. We are saying do your research. Don't jump into. It's the same way as you can't just use any broker, right? You can't just open up an account with any broker. You just see an advertisement and you're like, I'm signing up. You need to do your research. There's a whole lot of things that are going on, and you need to also understand, like, as a platform, we are not allowed to come there and say this firm is a scam. We are not doing that. We are not out there to name and shame brands. We can only comment on those brands. But if one person alone would ask me, do you believe in prop firms? Absolutely, man. Definitely. Why wouldn't I believe in something that I'm using? I've been using prop firms for many years. Most of my students are funded now by prop firms. So why would I be against it? So it's just a matter of, it's opinions, man. Like I always say, opinions are like belly buttons. Everyone have their own. But if somebody's going to criticize me, you must bring me solution, right? If you criticize me without a solution, you are not helping me. You are making me be worse. If you are going to say, MJ, don't do this, then what should I be doing then? There are a lot of prop firms out there, man. And once you work with traders on daily basis like me, if I show you my Instagram DMs, I show you my WhatsApp, and you see how many people have been, they're suffering from this whole thing. It's sad, man. But you still have people that say, no, these guys, they don't like prop firms. And one person will not watch the whole episode where we said, be careful, but look for the top ones, right? No, but people will not even watch the whole thing. Or just say, 3 minutes in, they hear us talking about prop firms. They're like, these guys, they don't like prop firms. I think we have come to a point where people need to do what's best for them, You just need to do what's best for you. Research is important at all times. You must always do research before you do anything, right? Prop firms, yes, they are good. And we say, if you have found a prop firm that looks legit, we spoke about Trustpilot as well. Go on Trustpilot and check these people out. If you see good reviews, definitely I would advise you to go for a prop firm. I'm always telling people, let's get funded. And if you've been following me for years, you would know that I understand that a lot of traders don't have capital. And I always say, it's either you go institutional trading or you go prop firm trading. But as a mentor, as a coach, I cannot just say go to any prop firm. Just watch out there. And it's not my business to come to any platform and start naming, like where we are now, right? You see that this thing is sponsored by Okta, right? I cannot come in and say broker A is a scam. I cannot say that, right? As much as I'm ridiculing another brand, I must also be careful that there's a brand that I'm also representing here. Now I'm going to make clash of brands, right? But I can tell you that most of these prop firms, it's a pyramid scheme without a doubt. And I'm not going to go against my statement. Most of them, not all of them. People must learn to listen. Most, not all of them. Most of them. Same as brokers. Most brokers, they will book you, right? But not every broker is a scam. So it's SG. It's all about research, my friend. People must just do research. I don't like it when people just come and say we are against this. It's more or less the same as full margin trading, right? Someone said to me, no, MJ is against full margin trading. Hey, wara, yay. And I'm like, if it works for you, do it. Do it. If full margin works for you, do it. And sometimes you just have to give respect to people that are trading full margin. If it works for them, do it. And I think some of you had me on the episode I spoke about. I have mad respect for the people that are trading prop firms. So much respect, and they are consistent. So much respect. Because I've traded prop firms before. I have violated some things and they've taken an account from me, many accounts, right? So I've got so much respect for somebody that is there and is consistent. Remember, before we became who we are now, we started somewhere. So we started with a lot of mistakes. So please don't get us wrong. We say go for prop firms, but do your research. Don't just join anything that you see out there. If you want, it's okay. It's your money. Do it either way. MJ, if you guys can also get the Father Forex DJ coach. Yeah, that would be good to have him as well. Sang is asking, Mr. President, how do someone trade for a bank? Is there qualification needed? Yeah, definitely. You know, when I worked for a bank, I was a multi-skilled consultant, right? And I don't know if they still have it now. So multi-skilled consultant is you can be deployed in back office, you can be deployed in print out statements, you can be a teller, you can be on the floor, you can be, and when I mean the floor, I'm not saying trading floor, like bank floor, where you welcome people and you assist them. How can I help you? This is where you can do that as well. You can be a consultant, you can be a business consultant for that as well, right? Just to get that position in a bank, they had to do a credit check on me. I don't know if they still do it now, but I know back then they were doing it. If you had a bad credit record, you cannot get a job. Same way as a policeman, you cannot get a job if you have a criminal record as a policeman. Last time I checked, I don't know. You know, things always change as time goes on. So, Sange, to answer your question, yeah, you need definitely qualification, but they are obviously they vary from one bank to another. And check it out. Again, guys, it's just public information. If you go on Google and say Forex jobs, they are there, right? They are there. You can always make a research about how does one get a job to be a trader. TM Trading is saying sounds like Standard Bank. No, it was not Standard Bank, my friend. It was FNB. I was working for FNB. There was this thing called talent pool, right? So they were taking people with degrees from different institutions. So it was a program where you finish your degree, you don't have experience, you don't have anything. They take you, they put you on a 6 weeks training in Sentin if you were under the talent pool in Gauteng. So just after finishing my degree, I applied and called for 3 interviews, passed the interview, went to the FNB conference center. It's in Sentin there. And you do 6 weeks training as a multi-skilled consultant. And then from there, they deploy you to a branch. Now, how they deploy you to a branch is that they look at where you stay, right? So if you are staying in Pretoria, they will say, where in Pretoria? The east, the north, the west, or the south. And you tell them, and they will deploy you near where you stay. So it was a program called Talent Pool. It was just for newbies, you know. Because a lot of people, when they finish their varsity qualification, they don't have experience. So I took advantage of that. And I worked for FNB Mill Lane, one of the busiest banks in the country. Man, it was a headache. But I'm grateful for the experience. I'm so grateful to the people that were there for me and supported me, you know. Right, we're still having that euro dollar. Choppers, forgive me if I get off the charts a bit. Sometimes you just need to get off the charts so that you don't make mistakes, you know. We're still consolidating. Again, there's not really much on this thing. And I'm thinking maybe tomorrow that's when we are going to find some movement on this thing. Still moving in one place. Ever since market open, we are still in one place. So we'll monitor. Remember where we are selling gold? We are selling gold at $2,616 an ounce. Fonzie traders say, ever since I started watching your lives, my trading has changed massively. I'm now confident and always patient with my setups. From Kenya. Thank you so much for tuning in. Kenya representing. I'm glad that the stream is helpful. And I'm glad that you guys are seeing some positive results. Remember, the stream is not only there to improve you as just a trader, but to improve you as a business person and as a human being. So I'm glad you are learning. Can you still say something about scaling in trades? I'm in a buy trades for gold in an uptrend. A retest forms should be calling another trade, rely on a higher low forming only on what? Look, Kanye, it'll all be based on the rules that you set for yourself. And I always say this, ladies and gentlemen, try to formulate a strategy that works with how you trade, right? Why I'm saying that is that you find a lot of traders, right, especially institutional traders, they like adding on their winning, right? But just ensure that when you add on your winning trades, you also have mitigated risk on those winners. Because at times you find that you're having a winning trade and you add on that winning trade and you forget that you also need to mitigate risk on the winning trades. I've seen this happen a lot. Let me give you an example, right? So you find that someone takes, let me use this example that we have here. The mistake I've seen a lot of people make is you find that you took a sell, right? Maybe here. It's just an example, right? You took a sell there. Maybe your TP is around here. You haven't hit your TP. You took a sell. It's going your way, right? And you're like, when I break below 2,600 an ounce, I want to reload more position, right? What I've seen is that people put a position here. This position has risk management. This one doesn't have risk management. Again, it happens psychologically. Because you are thinking that you are winning, you don't see a need to protect the new trade that you are taking here, right? Then you find that this trade that you take here, it doesn't have risk management. You don't put your stop loss. You don't put your TP. You just say, I'm adding on my, sometimes it's called what? Is it barcode trade, barcode trading, right? You add more positions, no stop loss. And you find that the amount in which you put here, maybe here you said your stop loss is $20. Here your TP is 2, 4, 6, 1:3, for example. Your TP is $60, right? Lot size that you used here is 0.10, for example, right? You come again at this level, you take another sell for how much? 0.10, right? Anticipating that the market will continue. right? One trade makes sense that you have your stop loss intact, you have your TP, you haven't hit your TP, by the way, you are just adding on your winning, which is a good mentality. But if this trade is not protected, if the market goes against you, right, you normally even forget that you have another trade here that you have maybe 0.10 or even 0.20 on this one. It comes back, it comes to your break even, right? You are 0.0 on this one. Here, you're already minus 40. Do you understand? Then from there, you're like, I don't know what to do now. What I see a lot of people do is they will close all trades. So you close this break even, but this one you close it with a minus $40. So the best advice I can give you is that if you're going to add on your winning, have maybe the same risk reward on your winners. If you are going to use the same lot size, if this one was 1:4, then have another 1:4 on your winning, right? So that if this trade goes your way, hits TP, right, you are up by $60. Here your stop loss is also $20, right? So if this one goes your way, hits 60 and comes back on this one, it hits minus 20. You are still having plus 40 instead of minus 40. I hope I've answered you. So just have rules on how you're going to scale in. When you take more trades on a winning trade, make sure that the risk management is more or less the same. Young Killer is asking my thoughts on US30. So US30 is ranging between 42,000 and 41,000 if I'm not mistaken. We'll have a look at it now. That's 100 US30. That's my take on US30. I need to break above 42,000 for me to look for buying opportunities. Let me take out this box just to show you that we had a consolidation there. However, if maybe we find this price holding at our POC level, which is around, let's see, I'm still waiting for my POC to come there. Right, so POC is around 42,126. Maybe around this area here, I can look to buy. So I'll be bullish on US30. Same as NASDAQ, we are bullish. Moving nicely to targets, not in a trade. If you took it, you could have taken it on this rejection here. Beautiful trade, by the way. Again, this is what we send on the 7 a.m. club. TTRC says psychologically I have improved a lot. I'm glad there's improvement in your trading. I'm glad and I'm happy. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are streaming again tomorrow. Today I've asked you that I'm going to stream with you for like an hour, and but tomorrow we are streaming again. 2 p.m. Please don't forget. Again, if you want to trade with me, you want to get some mentorship and coaching, also engage with the other members on the Choppers Funded group. Let me know. Let me know. This is the funded group, by the way. It's not a lot of people. We've got like 70 people on the group, so it's a manageable group. You just have to sign up with Okta. The link is down below. Sign up with that Okta link and let me know that you've signed up, and I'm going to add you on the funded group. Look at that AUD. It's retracing at this price here. Kuzu saying beautiful setup. Yeah, it is. Maybe we can find it retracing back to that 67 cents. If you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. Tulani says, so Mr. President, if I already have an account with Okta, didn't get your sign-up code, will I be able to access the group? Yes, definitely. WhatsApp me, my good friend, and I'll give you something that you can use to sign up. There's my WhatsApp number there. Oops, please don't mind it, it's wrong. Tulani, you can WhatsApp me there. All right, choppers, thank you so much for your time. I gotta go, I gotta bounce. But again, we are here tomorrow. As I said that today I'm gonna be streaming for an hour. I have something to attend very quickly now at 4:30. But it was nice hanging around with you guys. I really appreciate you guys, and hence I don't mind doing this every day. Remember, we are streaming again tomorrow. We're gonna stream for 2 hours, as well as Friday. We're gonna definitely be streaming for 2 hours. It's only today I'm asking to knock off early, right? I'm asking just to knock off early. Thank you so much. And yeah, let me know if you need anything. Don't hesitate to come on the stream and ask me whatever you want to ask me. This is your community. It's not my community. It's your community. Together we can grow it, and we can see how we can grow one another. So thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you again tomorrow. All right. God bless, choppers. Cheers.